everybody, my name is Farmer Phil, and in today's video we are back at the 1200 and we're just getting ready to, basically all that's left now is 4 8 bolts holding in the back axle and the back end, and then it's all separated here and we're going to slide it out.
Top bolt and one side bolt.
What is it? A bit more then, and then we're going to check out the back end and make sure it's okay. They took the oil out of it, there was oil in it, and the oil looked pretty good, no filings, nothing concerning, so should be pretty good. So just getting ready to block it up and jack it up and then whip off the rest of the bolts and then just roll her back. Also, today's video is sponsored by John Connaughey's for all your agricultural machinery parts and accessories. So we're now working with John Connaughey's on bits and bobs. You would have seen we were with them last year and we got a lot of stuff off them. There's some of the bits we got off them. They're just after sending up more. We got wheel nuts, no, rim bolts, is it? Yeah. Rim bolts, some new nuts, new water pump and gasket and stuff there. So we ordered that online on their website. You can check out their website there. And for those of you that may remember, we had a different banner up there. The reason that kind of stopped was purely Brexit. Brexit really flat one up. So we hadn't done anything with them in a long time. Anyways, that's the crack. So big thanks to John Connaughey's for sponsoring the video. You want to check them out? You can see it there. www.johnconaughey.com, and you can find out all the different bits they have. You can go in there, you can type in, if you have the part number, you can type in the part number. If you have type in the make or the model and have a look.
Should we get her loose now?
Plenty of stuff on it. So anyways, time to go back to what we should be doing and getting this back.
What are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm just filming and walking around.
I had to call me.
Well, you were cleaning the stove.
Well, I was
so you could do war paint now and start marking the face.
I'm a bit like a stoker on a steam engine this morning. Her back in the plate now.
I'll tell you what you'll do. Is get 2 red boxes. I'll put all these bolts below the centre in her. I'll put back the handle on the 2 red boxes, follow. Red boxes, yeah, please.
Oh, well, there's a couple here. I must have a few, but it might be. Alright, hello. No, they're perfect. She's actually fallen down in the arse. Believe it or not. It's a block under this way, Nathan, we pull it out.
You need to give her a lift.
Yeah, give her a lift.
She's falling up the head.
Yeah.
Right. Give her a lift on the floorboard.
No.
You might have to push her in a bit, that way.
Next thing, things are very easy now.
Just come out more at the bottom and to the top.
That's way on the head.
So if you want to go the other road, you're at floorboard.
Down.
No. The other way right. You need to go up. Push the drawbar in a wee bit. If you want. Go. No, lift it up.
I don't know which way she's going to go.
I don't know which way she's going to go either.
She should go forward.
Just not off now.
I have it for her. Nice and easy.
Watch out, break that gas, didn't it? Don't break the gas. Only joking. That's long sharp.
Right, keep going. Here now. 2 things. That's how to put that gearbox. Oh, you have to hold again and then pull up this to keep it up out of it. You have to hold it.
No, I'm alright, just hold the weight.
And that is the back axle out. So she's blocked, jacked and trolley jacked. So now just going to block this. The drawbar on it is ridiculously long, and it's enough when you pull it out to balance itself. You're just going again or jacked up under the front of it before they start working on it. But the plan is to see that all our mechanical in there is working and everything is as it should be. It looks pretty clean, there's no filings or anything. No. So as to make sure everything is as should be in there. So it is.
Well, what did you think the brakes were and the PTO?
Father Phil says the PTO brake isn't working. So they're going to rip that out and see can they get that sorted. I'm going to go off and look after the cattle now. So I'll leave the camera with these and yeah, I'll show you what to get done. And I'm back in the workshop now. So they've been ripping away here. Oh, so there's a 540 stub that goes on to 1,000. So you could take that off and run it on the 540. No. Still be 1,000 speed, but 5 or 6 blind.
Well, it actually never came with 540 speed.
Yeah.
So we're all 1,000.
So that's the
A little bit of cleaning up. That's the grease now. That's now. See that? That's not dirt now. That's grease that came in from the grease in the cross shaft.
Yeah.
In the top part of the gearbox. It's not actually anything sinister.
Yeah. Oh, it looks pretty good. There's the lift unit.
Oh, she's fine.
So that's the
cracked. I seen one cracking one time.
okay,
Just here.
so that's the lift cylinder.
Yeah. One in here we had.
Yeah.
One of the times I had to open it.
Yeah.
And she split up along there.
Yeah. So that's what fills the oil, and then that turns, and then that turns
Turns
that
this
which
crank,
lifts.
yeah, which this, and that's actually what
Lifts the
does your
lift.
lift. Along with yon Jimmy
Assistant
Ram.
ram.
Assistant ram.
Now, you
Doesn't
know.
do a lot.
Touchy subject.
Yeah. God bless the old engineers. That's, you put that head in the 35.
Yeah.
It's straight on. Cylinder will be different. Now, before
Yeah.
someone corrects me, the cylinder is a lot heavier.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing they made heavier.
Yeah.
Cover would still be pretty much the same.
So
135, 188, 165.
much more to rip out of it, or
You need another barrel and just take all the good giblets that's in there, take off the side plate, open a few pipes, and then that whole unit
just lifts
slides
out.
out. There's nothing left in the back end then.
Yeah.
Service that, put a new filter into it. These freed up, these were all seized.
Yeah.
Well, still the draft one free.
Oh, you have that one?
Yeah, the lift one's free.
Yeah, the draft one isn't free yet.
The draft one still needs a bit of
It
work.
needs a bit of work. So yeah, it's easier done now because you can get
You can,
really
yeah.
through that and whatnot. So yeah, no, we're without any potholes, we'll be back in tonight.
As the back act, are you going to spray it while it's out?
You're going to spray it when it's out, so
Yeah.
be ready for spraying.
So it's
Tomorrow.
all for washing then? So go wash and blast, or just blast, and what are you
So,
thinking?
Back end, we might just wire hose, wire wheel.
Yes. Getting on that. So I'm just back from feeding. It's absolutely miserable outside, and it is lovely and warm in here. There's a dial burner going. So they're currently consulting
60
the I think workshop manual.
Yeah.
And this is the PTO brake. So PTO brake wasn't working, so Lee is just taking it apart. So if he's after taking apart the piston and the actuator and that. So all this is a metal on metal thing that sits down on that stops the PTO from spinning,
It gives no reference point
and a
back.
two-way valve here.
Rings
So
or
one
anthem.
activates the pack, one once it throws the switch, it throws it into the brake, which closes down onto the outer shell. But found a bigger problem. So Lee was just explaining it to me there when I come in. This is the PTO shaft that comes out, and you can see here that is all wore. There's a groove in that. That should be flat, flush. There should be no slot in that. And that runs on the needle bearing, which is over here. And the needle bearing is totally gone. It's just the casing that has left. So to solve that problem now, that shaft has to be sent off an engineer to take that flange off, or that wear off it, and then either a sleeve put on or a larger bearing put in to match everything up, and then make sure that then probably needles are long gone with the amount of wear that's on it. But yeah, that's a back end issue. So I suppose it's good that these things are getting done to make sure everything is okay. So yeah, that's where they're at the minute. So they're just trying to figure out to take apart the PTO pack because the brake wasn't actuating, so they're just making sure everything in that is okay before they start. And that back together, but this now has to be sent off to be engineered and figure out which is the easiest way of doing it. So yeah, probably a sleeve I'd imagine, because everything in that would be imperial, so getting the right bearings, that would be different, might be hard. So anyways, what's going on? I'm going to stand back by the fire because I got cold. how's it looking?
Tries the bores.
War.
Well scored now. They can be well scored and still function not too bad, but the rings are wild.
This one's nearly gone.
They're rings that
That's your rings that has oil pressure in. Just look at the depth of the two.
holds the oil pressure in.
Yeah, one of them's nearly half gone, halfway through.
So that holds the oil pressure in to keep the pack
Tight.
so that the PTO spins or the brake is on.
It's they're designed to leak
Yeah.
a small
amount, but not
small amount.
leak.
That's all 100%.
You know, the hub is fine. This thing isn't the best now.
Bruise.
It's fair bruise that we couldn't get out. I told you, it was like a fucking, it's like circuit. It's bad enough now.
Yes, that is the joys of it. So, just in the workshop with Father Phil, he's taken apart the pump.
Lift pump.
Piston pump. And after...
I leave you now to put all this back. Good luck.
Be there a while. Better come with a set of instructions. But what's after?
They're in here.
Okay. No good to me there, so they're not. Anyways, so Father Phil has it taken apart and he's just after pulling out the ports.
Yeah, they're the pistons out of the ports. These are the ports.
Okay, they're the ports.
Two left, two right.
Yeah.
They're like your Subaru engine.
Yeah.
Two left, two right.
Oh, so it goes side to side?
Side to side.
Oh.
And they're called a piston pump, so they just keep pumping in and out.
Yeah, like that.
This runs on a brass bushing on that cam.
Yeah.
And it just keeps
going in and out, in and out, in and out.
In and out, in and out. You have to be fiddly with them. That's your lift. That's literally your lift. Very powerful lift.
Yeah.
Not big oil flow.
Yeah.
But powerful.
Yeah.
Way powerful, more powerful probably than a gear pump.
Yeah.
But would not have oil flow at all.
Yeah, it sure was. It would be pumping.
Slow as a wet week.
Yeah. Shag all.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But they have a steel ring.
Yeah.
Now show your.
And there's one of the steel rings. So Father Phil just pulled out one of them and
just fell off on the ground. I said to him, you do a bit of filming there. No, there's nothing interesting.
Well, no, I didn't say it wasn't interesting. I had to go to Live to sort out the next video, and I come back out. I was going to go into the house, and I was just coming to see what's going on. And just as you pulled it out, it fell apart. So pull out the camera. So that's what the lift pump looks like. Two problems in the back end.
Yeah, that ring being broke would leave you with a slower lift.
Yeah.
Should still lift because the valves would still hold the pressure.
Yeah.
But that piston wouldn't be pumping.
Yeah.
You'd be idling, that's all.
Yeah.
Very good condition. Sometimes they can get scored.
Yeah.
There was grit or not grit, filings or anything in them. No, everything's in tip top nick.
Yeah, but you take out the shell of that.
This is the shell of this now. This one of the reasons I took it apart was, well, first of all, we're in this deep, we're going to full service.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to
do it again after being painted.
Well, no, when we are painting it now, it's a full rebuild.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just have to take that out now. So
that and bearing and there's three things, is there not?
The bearing, that bearing and the shaft's all part and parcel of what's wrong. Really, the only reason I opened the back end is because the PTO wouldn't stop.
Yeah.
And he was just snoring. And this bearing here, I think, is a little bit tired. The needles seem to be gone very, very scarce in it. I thought I lost them, but I didn't. They're
not in it.
They're not in it. They're more small. It's got too much space, see?
Yeah.
So that's a new stubby shaft and a new. It's a very unusual bearing. The rollers is.
It's not really a bearing.
It's rollers on a shaft in the gear. That's what it is. The two washers. Yeah, it's all straightforward stuff. It's not terrible spectacular. Seals and O-rings.
Seals and O-rings. You got a good bit of stuff in Johnston's there for.
Got a lot of stuff in Johnston's there.
Small enough money too.
It was all right. It was only pence, really, seals and stuff.
Gaskets and whatnot.
We have a repair kit coming from this tomorrow from
Connacht's.
I only took a chance on ordering it. I said maybe we would need it, and then I said, we're this far, we'll put it into it anyway.
Yeah.
Now we need it.
Yeah.
Now we need it. So you can put rings in them. One time, you love our stories.
Yeah.
We were cutting silage up in the top field.
Yeah.
188, 717, and he went to go to milk,
Yeah.
as in your uncle,
Aye.
and he says, go and lift a couple of load there when I'm milking.
Yeah.
So we did the tea, and I walked up to the tractor and hopped up on it. One hit, you had to stuff your ears with tissue.
Yeah.
We didn't have earmuffs, so we stuffed up the ears, keep the noise. There was a flexible cab on it, but it had a hum in it. Oh man, with the multi-power pumps, it was savage. The pickup was up.
Yeah.
I started up the harvester, got down the pickup, lifted me 2 load. No, 1 load, first load. Went to drop the trailer and it wouldn't lift the trailer.
Yeah.
No way, wouldn't lift the trailer. Wouldn't lift the pickup, wouldn't do nothing.
Yeah.
We had to get another tractor to take off the trailer,
Yeah.
take off the harvester, down to the workshop, the old workshop, you don't remember it,
No, I don't remember it. It's where the meal shed is.
where the meal shed is. And lo and behold, it decided to split one of these, somewhere there.
Yeah.
Or no, here, somewhere here. And it blew 2 caps out
Yeah.
and the circlip. The whole top split off at the pump.
Huh.
And we had to go into the car and down to Shannon's,
Yeah.
down to Killishandra, and we ripped out an old pump below and back up, and it was a split job like that to get the pump out,
Yeah.
but you had to take the cab off.
Yeah.
I tell you, and I'd love to get a 188 again, don't ask me why, but yeah.
That is the crack in the workshop at the minute, so I'm gonna go off and do something
Yeah,
else.
it's good to
and
find that now.
let Father
They have a
Phil.
fair bit of wear done. They're
You must
done.
nearly be finished here, are you? Or all you can do.
Yeah, I'm actually going to put on the water pump, that's what I'm going to do. I kind of know.
So we have visitors now. We have Owen and Paddy McCabe here, and they want to promote the tractor run that you've organised, Owen.
Yeah.
In Loud. So you want to tell us a bit about it?
So instead of a mini company, I chose to do a tractor run because I wanted to let my granny and granddad to watch it in a safe place. It's an aid for Williams syndrome Ireland, RD Hospice and Drogheda Special Olympics. I have Williams syndrome. It's a heart condition where you have a hole in your heart. It affects a lot of people, but it does not affect me. I go to mainstream school with all my friends, and
Do I give your friends a shout out?
I would like to say hello to Catalina, to Anya, to Isabel, to Leah, to Ryan, Leon, Kieran Carney, Keen Fagan, Lana, Jake, and to all the SNAs and everyone in Scullybury.
Man, we just had a little chat before we were doing this, and he asked me to remember the names. I was like, I'm not hoping me remembering the names, and it's a fair play. It's good. So when is your run?
The 30th of December. Register. It's at 11 o'clock. It's 30-year entry, and then tractors go out around 1 o'clock, and there's food and drinks if you want to come back for the crack.
Father Phil is going to make it down. Unfortunately, myself and Liv are away visiting her family in the UK for New Year's, but Father Phil will be there. I don't know what he's going to be driving or that, so you can go down and say hello to him. It's all for a worthy cause.
Please go to owenshomerun@gmail.com and follow us on Facebook, and you can ring this number for more information.
Hopefully everything goes well for you, and fair play to you for organising the tractor run. It's not a simple thing, so it's not.
Yeah, that's it all for us.
So Lee has been hard at it here at 1200, so he's just after getting the gearbox ready to take out. So I have the telly in just to lift it out, because we have to get at the shafts.
So I have shafts on both.
Oh, you have the shafts off
We're just going to have to make a tool spanner or something.
to catch that one.
Yeah, to get down in there, I have to cut a ring spanner or something and make like an S on it or something.
Yeah, just to be able to get into
Yeah.
it.
I don't know if we'll have to pick the bar off maybe in the corner. Get more, I don't know yet, haven't really looked at it.
Oh, aye, so you could take that off and then pivot her.
But I have the ram half off.
Yeah.
That's one of the pins out. The other pin C's on the other side. I'm going to be able to, I think she's taking the brass bush out of the centre of the ram. So
She's well stuck.
hopefully lift the gearbox out and I'll leave it.
I bet he's easier to get in at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously the gearbox has been changed on her at some point. It's never been painted grey. There's a nut missing off the mount. So it's
Right.
just about sitting in
Just
there.
about sitting in it.
On the back one, it was down through the plate.
Yes.
Which one was it? That? No. That one. It's hot. The head's half ate off the bolt.
From the vibration.
Yeah. So
Do you think the box has changed in
the
it?
box is well. it's in primer, so
Aye, it's not grey. It should have been painted grey.
It's never been painted, so I assume somebody's been in there and had the gearbox changed, or the casting has been changed at some point.
Yeah. Anyways, Lee's ready to take that out so we can get at that, and also we'll have to take out this cross beam at the back. Is that's not solid, it's channel, is it?
It's just box iron. That's just for your lift assist, and then keep your structure.
Keep her tied.
Yeah.
So that's the crack. So we get this. Where are you going to do it this when we take it out now?
Set up the floor somewhere, set up the pallet, either or. Just have to be very careful on the gear selectors. Make sure if we're going to tip her on her side, put her that road.
Oh, aye, that she doesn't go lying again.
All the gearbox bit took off her now.
Yeah. Right, we'll open the doors and we get heading. Lee has finished ripping out after we got the gearbox out. He has the ram taken out. Eventually got that. Once he got the gearbox out of the way, he was able to get the sledge in and popped it out. Yeah, I think he put in a good hour trying to get it out, but 15 minutes he said, and he was ready for out. So Father Phil is just after fitting the new needle bearing in there. That was where the end of that shaft was gone. That's back from being reamed.
Yeah, repaired. It had been built up with a hardened rod and then spun down.
And then that
just goes in there.
That was the needle bearing that was gone. So the reason Father Phil is holding it in a cloth is it was sitting on top of the stove over there, and to get the heat in it so that the bearing fitted in that bit easier.
Pushed it in with my thumb.
Yeah. Because heat, if anyone who doesn't know,
we heated this on the stove. So
heat makes everything expand.
And I put the bearing into the freezer at -19. And it contracted ever so slightly.
It's just...
I just pushed it in my finger.
Just enough to get it in. And we can't fit it till it cools down because it probably won't fit in any bushings or anything now, because it's all hot. It's very hot actually. And you got your bearing fitted then as well.
And my bearing, everything. And my seal. My back PTO seal is fitted as well.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a tricky one now. We actually had the proper seal. It's the same seal as in 135. Very old. No, forgot myself.
Is it hot?
I forgot myself.
Is it hot?
It's still quite hot, and that's 20 minutes done. That's the new seal fitted in.
Yeah.
Same principle. Threw it on the stove, left it there for a couple of hours, for about an hour, I suppose. Yeah. The seal was in the freezer for the last 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah.
Come out and I pushed it halfway in with my hand.
Yeah.
And then I must have spent a good half hour here looking for something to push it in, because it's way bigger than any sockets we have. It's actually 68mm across.
Yeah.
So I found something that was the perfect fit. I'll put it back now. And you'll be always giving out to me about throwing out stuff and throwing out stuff and throwing out stuff. But this wasn't thrown out, and it was a good bloody job. Because that was the exact size of the seal.
What's that?
That's the front hub of the 3690 that came loose on me.
Oh.
22 years ago.
That's tonight's update on the 1200. There is very, very I actually think if we were to take anything else off, it would be to actually split it there. Everything is out. That's just hanging on a bolt. Lee needed a hand to take it off.
All it's left there, and the swivel gearbox in it. That's it. The big bushing, and the big bushing is fine.
Yeah.
So anyone says it's not nothing board restoration, well, here's the evidence.
It is now that everything is off it.
Yeah. Oh, we have the joints gone in the drive shaft here. Oh.
Yeah. That's well gone, that one.
Yeah, and so is this one. Both of them are gone.
Oh, these are well.
That one's gone in a while now.
Yeah, so they're the two drive shafts that go between the front and the back chassis.
So that's a bit of work for next week.
That's the ram then.
The next thing is starting to put things together.
Yeah, start putting the back end together, because you have to...
Here's the repair kit, all came today.
Yeah, so more stuff from Connacht's again. So Father Phil got his repair kit for the back end. And...
This that here. We'll walk around the bottom of the for the last year or so. This is the new...
Oh,
the piece. New, second hand. That's a second hand piece now. It's way better than ours. There's a slight little scuff in it, but it's nothing.
And we are back in the workshop, me and Trey, after a hard day's farming, and Father Phil is warming himself with his dog by the fire.
Waiting on you to come with the camera.
You know where the camera is?
Oh, I haven't got a license.
Oh, you do have a license. Everyone wants to switch your own channel and own camera. You never know what Santa might bring you.
Oh, you better not.
So what does be the problem? That's the PTO pack anyways.
Remember to be needle bearing, we were missing all the needles off of.
Yes?
Sort of trick in here, and I kind of had run out of things to do because
Yes.
I'm missing a few little bits. I opened it up, and I was like, what's to do with this anyway? I was to do this anyway.
Yes.
But I didn't think it would have been what the problem, but anyway, it dumped, the needles were still in the bearings, so we pulled the shafts apart.
Aye, because she was missing the needles out of the
housing, but
out of the
it
housing.
hadn't an awful lot, had some damage done, but it hadn't an awful lot of damage
Yeah.
done. But there's all your needles.
They've gone into the pack.
They got into the pack, but that's only one of the problems.
The pack is damaged.
No, not from the needles,
But the pack is damaged.
but the pack is damaged. The pack is warped. So it's just get a whole new pack.
Whole new PTO pack.
Whole new, well, it's only plates and wear plates and discs.
No way, it's a bit crooked, alright.
That's why the PTO wouldn't stop.
They weren't disconnecting.
No, how could that not disconnect with the warps in it? There's 6 or 7 of them all warped.
Like that.
Yeah.
So what's that? So you have
That's
ones.
that's a wear plate.
You have ones that are connected to that, ones with the teeth and inside connected
The
inside
inside.
shaft, and all that does is press them together, which transfers the drive.
This piston is down in there.
Yeah.
With 2 big O-rings on it. Right, they're quite hard now, by the way. Wouldn't need changing only for we have it open.
Yeah.
And when you hit your button here, it puts the oil into the piston and it drives the piston out.
And shoves all them
jams
together.
all these together, and then
That transfers the power.
this here, that is in there,
Yeah.
like so, and that's spinning all the time.
Yeah.
This is only spinning when the PTO is running.
So when the pack puts
So-
together.
When you put the pressure on the piston, it tightens up all these little discs,
Onto
jams
the
them tight,
bigger discs.
and they're running in there like that.
Yeah.
And it jams them, and then, as you said, the outer teeth connect to this, and the whole thing drives, and it releases the brake.
Yeah.
But the brake could never work on that pack
With them like
with
that.
them like that. No, she'd be lock solid all the time.
Yeah.
That's why she was spinning. So I don't know. JohnConnolly.com Monday morning.
Yeah. Another trip. Well, not trip.
No, not trip,
He
just
gets
phone
all
call.
delivered. Another phone call and more bets.
The more bits. But I know the multi-power is working perfectly
Yeah.
because I was able to spin that. I couldn't spin that.
Yeah.
It was a job I had to do was to open it. Probably mightn't have opened it till Monday morning, but I got on quite well here this evening, and I said that I'd open it. So I just said I'd leave them there for you to.
Yeah. Well, should show us the pump. You have to rebuilding the pump.
Pump is rebuilt, that piston is redone, new O-rings ready for back.
Yeah.
It pushes out.
Aye, that's the brake.
That's the brake.
You should show us the pump there. We got lights to put on the Defender and on a Harvester now, so.
You want a new barrel for scrap
Yeah, I know.
before they get mixed into something they shouldn't do. PTO seal and shaft is in.
Yeah.
Seal's a bit tricky, but have it in. Pump all rebuilt. Ready for action.
So this is how the pump works. I never knew that's how the pump was.
You never knew that's how the pump was.
No, not like that. I thought it was a piston, not like, that's like a boxer engine.
Oh yeah, box engine,
Yeah.
2 and 2.
Yeah, that's
two
like
and
a
two.
boxer engine.
2 and
I
2.
thought it would have been like like what you'd see in a car.
Well,
Not,
it is like in a car.
it is, but
No,
it's like a boxer, not a
Oh, yeah, the flat
not a
four.
flat four. That's
So what you have is these bushings,
yeah,
runs on a cam,
yeah,
and it drives them
side to side.
over and back. That's all it is. So the new kit that comes for to refurbish one of them pumps is basically a brand new pump.
Yeah.
All you're using is your own cam.
Yeah, everyone has everyone has pistons
And
and
it's just 4 pistons, and they go over and back from side to side. It's like a pressure washer.
yeah,
They have 3 pistons. That has 4.
yeah,
So you have a flat 4. That's your valve. So when you lift your lift, you're throwing an linkage here.
yeah,
That's opening your valve here, and she starts pumping up here.
Yeah. To pump to the
top.
left.
And then remember the diverter valve used to be on the 35.
Yeah.
That then diverted it whether you wanted to have auxiliaries in the spool valve.
Yeah. Or left
or
to left.
Left to left.
Yeah.
But you had to have the lift lifted.
To work
You
the
had to-
auxiliaries.
To get oil.
Yeah.
You had to lift up the lift because this is what this done.
That's why when you lift up the lift full, that's when you hear her pumping again
She
herself.
was pumping again. That was what they call constant pumping.
Yeah.
So you let it back a half an inch or an inch.
And then it stopped
and
pumping again.
It's actually, I can feel where the constant pumping mark is in that one. It's just there. That's full lift.
Yeah.
And that's constant pumping. And what happens is there's it's a very complicated system. I just kind of hope this is all right because we never touched it. It's functioning right with the levers.
Yes.
But this was quite a complicated system to set up. That's where that let's see, that's
Draft control.
That goes upside down. And that's all the movement is on that
Left.
thing underneath. So when you pull your lever,
That's the draft control.
yeah, one is draft and one is position.
Yeah.
He didn't take off all the
Linkages.
linkages off this, but
He has it all freed up though.
it's all freed up, yeah. But that's what's operating your lift down in the bottom.
Yeah.
It's that movement there, see?
Yeah.
So that's what's pushing again your yoke. And then the draft is run off this system of springs and things. And then there's all these little settings and all these little lads here. But that should be done the other way around because that's where that runs. Like that.
Yeah.
And that's your movement for your lift.
Yeah.
That connects with that. Remember the other day when you were taking it away to take out the pin?
Yes.
Won't come up without the pin out.
Aye, that's the pin that then
So it
connects
connects.
that
But that's
to
all that connects the top of the lift
to the lift pump.
to the lift pump. It's just this little movement here. That's all. And you have the same movement is transferred on this one. Your draft it's a complicated system.
Yeah.
But it's a mechanically complicated system.
Yeah. It's not electrically complicated.
No. That's why they went electric because on that you had to have. I remember them. I never set one. I remember getting them set, and you had to have a weight and a string hanging out of certain parts of it.
Yeah.
With so much pounds of weight, so you got the correct resistance, so the draft would function.
Yeah.
It was more the position control wasn't too hard set. It was the draft was hard set, and then that's also controlled by the spring here on this.
Aye, that's part of the draft control.
That's part of the draft control, and it sends a.
Reading into that
reading
on
into
the
that,
pull
that's
on the back of the
pull on
tractor.
the back of the tractor, yes. We need to replace a little bearing here. That's why I never didn't. There's a small auxiliary pump mounted on that pump,
Yeah.
which if this was multi-powered, this pump would be about 4 times the size. This is only a very small little pump.
But that is multi-power.
No, yes, both. Yeah.
It's multi-power powered off the auxiliary on the front.
Auxiliaries in the front, but if that was a tractor, that pump. Right, let's see now. Let's go into the archives.
You're going to pull it off the shelf now.
Should have one. There's actually
Your piston.
a piston kit from before.
Yeah.
That could be 30 years. Well, it's not 30 years sitting there, but it's a good way sitting there. Well,
Oh, it doesn't matter.
I had a multi-power pump there.
It's twice the size of that.
It is, yeah. It could be 3 times the size of it. It's on that and it controls the multi-power, but because this hasn't multi-power driven off the back end,
Yeah.
it has, I'll keep my fingers knackered because that bearing is knackered. It's a small system there that runs your PTO pack.
Yeah.
That gives you your power pressure for it. It's a low pressure system.
Yeah.
17 bar or whatever. And then it also runs the diff lock
On front and back.
on front and back. That's what it has to do. But
The problem is
we have a small issue here.
we're missing bearings.
We're not missing them, they're just wore out. They're all gone small.
Well, see, it's not even a bearing. It's
It is a bearing, but there's no bearing. The gear, the outer part of the gear and the inner shaft we have needles.
needle bearings.
And I'm not missing any out of that. I think when that's fully put together there should be one space.
Yeah.
That's the correct way. I think. Now I may be wrong. It's a while since I was in the back end of one of these, but anyway.
Well, you were never in the back end of one of these, but
No, but the back end
the back end of a 100 series Massey.
Massey. Jesus, it could be 30. Could be 30 years.
The 188
What a hit.
or the 165.
Still have a long one for one, but anyway.
Well, you get one.
Oh, we'll one there. So anyone out there that has one that.
Oh, don't. You don't have the price of it, so.
Oh, probably don't. Not half. So this don't want to.
No.
Anyway, that's it. That's where we're at. That's ready for in. That's 20 minutes to put that on that. Put the gear on it.
Well, once you get your bearings, and then you have to get the pack and
get the pack. The goods for the pack for that. And yeah, that's it.
This video is about 40 minutes long now, so I better.
Yeah, you better edit it down.
I better edit it down now at this point. Yeah. And now we're coming towards the end of another week at the 1200. Since the last video, since we bought the spray foam. Some job spray foam is the shed inside is warmer than in the house, so it's unreal with just the oil burner going in the corner there. What's happening now? We're getting ready for blasting. I think we're blasting tomorrow is the plan. Aye, but if all goes to plan, we'll be starting to blast tomorrow. Now there's still work to be done to put the back axle back together as we're waiting on bits. We're waiting on parts for the clutch pack to come, or the PTO pack to come, and the needles for this bearing here have to come yet. We should have all by Wednesday, and hopefully Wednesday evening then the back axle will be back together. We'll put this board here so that can be tightened on, and then hopefully that will help seal up the back for when this gets washed and blasted, that it's not going to let any water into the back end when everything's put back on it. So I think this is one of the first bits to go out to be done. There's a lot of dirt on it, a lot of crap and stuff. We're just in the middle of, we think someone may have tried to do some kind of adaptation on this. As you can see here, there's a cut in it here where someone cut it, and there's a bit of a kink in it. They're just going to see, can they hammer out and then re-weld that cut. And they think these, you think they may have been added to it?
I'm not sure.
Not sure. So
Can't see a purpose for them.
yeah, we're just going to try and patch it up before it goes out for power washing, then blasting, but steam wash it first just to try and get as much dirt off it as possible. So that is where we're at. Getting there now. Hopefully in the next week we'll see paint, blasting and painting happen. This is also a bit, we didn't actually have this. Father Phil got this off Massey Dave, and to just have it on top of this warming up, drying off, as that's going to be blasted and painted then. So yeah, hopefully by next week's video there'll be some yellow paint going on and we'll have it all back together. But look, that's really it for today's video. I think it's a pretty long one, just gearing up now for blast off. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video. As always, please like and subscribe to the channel. Videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. That is it from us. Good luck.